My name is Ben Knowles from East Coast Yacht Sales, and this is a short video showing what it's like to be underway and behind the wheel on an Axopar 37. If you have any questions about the Axopar line, please feel free to reach out to me using the information below this video. One thing before I throttle up is I have 0 trim tabs on right now. My engine is trimmed all the way down. Both engines are trimmed all the way down. I've got the synchronizer on here. And I'm just going to bring her up to speed. You'll notice how little bow rise there is when we get up to speed. So 18 knots, 20 knots, 23, 25. This is 30 knots, 31, 33. So she pops up on a plane very quickly. I'm actually going to throttle back just a little bit. We're at 38 knots right now. So let me bring her back to what I would consider a nice cruising speed. Again, we are in nautical miles an hour. We are not in miles per hour. So it is very quiet in this pilot house right now, but it gets even better. So what I'm going to do is leave the helm for a second. We're going to close this door and listen to the audio. I'm going to close this door, and it is incredibly quiet in this pilot house. It is absolutely crazy. Now, if it's a nice warm day, you can close these doors. You can leave these doors totally open if you want. One great feature that the Axopar 37 has is right here there's a switch, and you can see the moonroof opening, so you can get nice ventilation if you'd like, while still maintaining the very quiet noise level from these engines. So right now we're doing 33, 34 knots. We are burning 24 gallons an hour, so that's giving us a 1.4 nautical miles per gallon. The engines are at 4140. They're hardly even working right now, and it is super lovely in this pilot house. Because the engines are so quiet, the boat is smooth, really your ears tune into the most minute sounds. Like right now I can hear just the faint sounds of the water moving through the hull. It's this quiet in here. It is quite incredible. And with this moonroof partially opened, I can open it up all the way if I'd like, but with it partially opened I have a nice flow of air coming through, and it's great. So we are doing 34 knots right now, and I am going to just bump us up. I'm going to bump us up a bit. So 38 knots right here, 39. This is 40 knots right now. 40 knots, and we are at 4,900 RPMs on the engines. Doing 42 nautical miles an hour right now. Right now we're also getting about 1 nautical mile per gallon, and that's at 43 knots. So quite impressive. And let's go for a full speed. Here we go. Full speed. Nice little jolt of power coming through the engines. We're climbing up to 5,600 RPMs, 48 knots, 49 knots. We are booking it right now, and it is stable. I hardly need to be controlling on the wheel. Alright, so that's our full speed test. I'm going to back off right now to a little bit more of a reasonable speed. And I'm going to bank it into a nice, tight right-hand turn here. So here we go. Nice, tight turn. Yes, she loves this. The engines do not get bogged down. I'm maintaining 25 knots when I was at 30 when I went into the turn. And we're going to come out of this. Here we go. Coming out of the turn, we're already back up to 28 knots. 30 knots. Here we go. We're going to do another tight turn here. Oh yes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this boat. She just loves it. We're at 30 knots going into a turn. Quite incredible. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Axopar 37. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any more questions.